guys, welcome to a new studio vlog. Sorry about the angle, but I have my blind pulled down as to not blind myself, and I'm sitting backwards on my office chair, which you can't see. I'm gonna regret this angle in an edit, I know it, but here we are. I put up my last vlog last Wednesday, I think, which will mean nothing for when this one goes up, but the point is that I put the vlog up, then I swiftly launched all of my new stuff on Thursday the 29th of October at 6 PM, and it went crazy in all of the good ways. I'm gonna do a little sit down and talk about all of the emotions around that soon within this vlog, but for now I need to crack on because I am still working my way through launch night orders. I have dispatched some, so basically how I did it is, this is the biggest launch I've ever had. I've never had so many orders in one go. I decided to print off all of the orders, and because of the way all the products that let's put this down, hold on to my phone for dear life. I basically had my ordinary stationery on offer, my wood slice offering, and the wall planners, and because of the way the postage system works, the wall planners had to go with a separate courier. So if someone ordered a wall planner, some other stationery and a wood slice, what that meant was I had to pull out the wall planner, send that separately. They're getting collected today, fingers crossed. Varnish and letter the wood slice, not in that order, letter and varnish the wood slice, and do the stationery. So what I did is I printed off all my orders, packed the ones that had nothing extra in them, so no wall planners, no wood slices, just stationery, got rid of those, they're gone. And then now I'm working on the launch night wood slices orders, which are behind me, and they're about to get some varnish put on, and then once they're dry I'll be able to pack them up with all of the stationery and bits and bobs that go with them. I don't think anybody's ordered, maybe I think just 2 people have ordered just wood slices. And then last night I had another big order come in for more wood slices, so I'll do those separately because otherwise it's just going to be, there's going to be no logic to anything. So yeah, I would definitely sit down and talk to you about launch. I did this launch, in fact the last 3 launches that I've done for Leaf Lane Studio, the 2 limited edition boxes and then this one, I did in a very different way to how I would normally launch anything. I didn't make such a big deal out of anything before, whereas this time around I really promoted everything and worked really hard to make sure that everybody knew about it, which sounds obvious, but I sort of did it before, but I didn't do it in the way I did it this time. I'm not really making any sense. But yeah, I'll definitely take you through that. Trying to get up below my blind. It's so bright in this room, it gets really, really, really hot. The other thing I've got to do today, I've just put a poll on Instagram that I'm going to check in a second, because I sold out of my A5 200-page notebooks that I ordered. I only ordered 25, 24 were for sale because I wanted to keep one for myself because I've wanted to do a notebook for so long, I felt like I deserved to keep one. And I'm going to reorder those, but I've quickly done a poll on Instagram because the notebooks, you may remember, I've still got a couple here even though they're sold out because I haven't wrapped them yet. They're these ones here, so they're navy blue in the background, and they just say notes and plans on them, I think. Yeah, I think they do. I've covered them up with a sticker there so they can't see. So I'm going to reorder some of those because I've got a bit of a waiting list for people that want those. But I had this thought of doing the same notebook design in terms of 200 pages, and the same cover but just a different colourway, and then doing dots on the inside like bullet journals. So although they're not like the original bullet journals like the Lectrum ones or any others that are popular, I think sometimes it's nice to have, I don't mind using a notebook that's got dots on the inside. I think I'd quite like that. So I was thinking of doing a small run on those, like a 25 order of those. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on how that goes, and I really want to get that order in by tomorrow, so it would be easy enough for me to do a different colourway of the design because I have it all laid out for print. I just need to drop a different pattern onto it. But yeah, I'm just wondering whether for Christmas time that might be something that people would like. I don't know, we'll see. I've just spotted a little gnat in my terrarium. That is not good news at all. Not good news. I just got rid of gnats out of all of my plants. I had to repot all of them. I can see them in there now. Plant life. Didn't even know it was a thing till recently, these little gnats, but they're driving me kind of crackers. Yeah, so right now I need to crack on with wood slices and hope to God that my planners all get picked up today. I still have some available. The ones I'm sending today are the ones that are from launch night, so I still have these available, and I'm not going to order any more. Once they're gone, they're gone. So I've got about 6 left, maybe 8 left, I think, maybe that. So yeah, let's go. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my launch, because my launch was, I'm gonna have to pick you up, aren't I? My launch was the most successful launch I've had so far, and that's incredible. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how I felt afterwards, because it's really funny, isn't it? Because as a business owner, I have never really had any consistent income or ever paid myself at all through what I do yet, just because I just didn't really earn enough, and I'm still trying to work out in my head how to function things as a business. I'm not really making any sense. So I did my launch and it went really well. I made a lot of sales in 24 hours, and I felt over the moon and so grateful to everyone who bought something. But I also felt really numb and really kind of overwhelmed, and almost a little bit, not down's not the right word. It wasn't a feeling of unhappiness. It was a feeling of, I think it was just overwhelmed. I'm gonna go with that because I can't think of another word. It just felt like I'd achieved this thing, and then I had all this pressure on me to fulfill the orders and stuff, and I felt really nervous about that, even though I've done it a million times before, but just not in that kind of big way. And now I'm left processing, okay, so I've had this great launch and I want to keep up the momentum of having these really good launches and selling that many products in more consistently, so that I have a consistent income from it. But I guess what I'm feeling now is a bit of pressure to achieve the same things again. I don't know if this is making any sense. I'm just throwing this out there because I don't know if anyone else would have felt this before, or yeah, I don't know. I've just picked up the camera and decided to start talking, and now I'm realizing that actually I probably should plan, but I didn't want to plan what I wanted to say because I just feel very strange about everything. Feel very on edge about it, because I now think, right, now I've got to start working really hard to do it all again, and it was such hard work. Let me tell you guys, doing this launch was the hardest work, and to say that you had a successful launch and made some money from that is great, but also to look back and think, oh, I did months and months worth of work to achieve that. It's quite daunting, especially when you work for yourself. I think these are the main things. I think what I'm getting at is the overwhelm is one thing, and the thought of doing it all over again on my own again it's really scary, because it was so much work. I mean, I suppose this launch I took on a lot, because I did the wildflower collection and a planner, which is part of the, the wall calendar, which is part of the wildflower collection, but I knew that it would involve more work in terms of the fact that the postage would be very different to everything else, and also the wood slices, which I was painting since the summer, and took a bit of a break to do a commission and came back to them, and then I suddenly realised the pressure I was under in terms of writing someone's name on them and only having that one wood slice that they ordered that was like that to get right, and then to varnish them and get them out, and the coordination of all of those things on your own is a lot. And it made me realise, I suppose the biggest thing that I realised is, not to jump the gun because this is the first big launch I've had, but it made me realise very fast that if I'm going to consistently keep doing launches like this, and if I'm lucky enough to have them be successful, I need help some way, shape or form down the line. I need more space because I'm trying to do things on my office floor now because I've just got orders laid out everywhere. I've got not enough room to do things. And I guess it all just kind of like, it all landed on my shoulders really fast as to when things start to get busier, how it's a lot, and how some of the other things in the business have had to take a back seat, such as regular blog posts, regular Pinterest posts, regular Instagram posts, all the things I should be doing consistently in order to keep my business building and turning over and stuff, just firing up the engines of the business, took a back seat when all of this other stuff happened. And I guess what it is, this is all brilliant, don't get me wrong, all of this stuff is really positive. I don't even know what my point is, but all of this stuff is really positive. It's just a case of all of these realizations at once that overwhelm how busy I am, the amount of stuff that I have to do another launch, because that wore me out. I'm burnt out now, and I really need to start thinking about the next thing. But then on the other side of the coin, I suppose I'll be more efficient next time because I would have done a launch like this already. I know what works, I know what might not work. I did my Instagram lives as well, which was really scary. Instagram lives are so scary. They're so scary. And yeah, I don't know guys, I just kind of wanted to like blah, because it might make sense to somebody, I don't know, I don't even know. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now because I should. Behind me here, advent calendars. I got Joe this Lego Star Wars advent calendar and he got me the paper chase one, which is awesome. So yes, we're gonna put the tree up soon as well. It's the 5th of November today. And we're going to put the tree up very, very soon, like in the next 10 days for sure, because lockdown and everything is just a bit shit. So why not put the Christmas tree up? We're going to put the big one here behind me in like this is like our dining kitchen area. It doesn't fit, we've got a really small lounge, it doesn't fit in the lounge. We tried last year and we basically didn't fit in the lounge once the tree fitted in. We've got this really ridiculously big tree that Joe ordered, I can't even remember how many years ago. It's got to be several years ago. We were living in our flat then, so it was years and years and years ago, but he ordered the tree too tall, but we couldn't send it back. So we got stuck with this huge tree, which if you've seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, or whatever it's called, you know the one I mean, where they bring the tree in and then he cuts the string and the tree just opens up and goes through all the windows. It always feels like that whenever we take this tree out of this box and let it down. So that's gonna go in that corner over there. And then I ordered a 2-foot little tree to go in the lounge on the tiny table that we've got in there, because our lounge isn't big enough to swing a cat really. Don't worry, I haven't tried it with Gizmo, but we've got a little tree going in there just so it's a bit Christmassy, and I'm just gonna put the decorations up. I'm just sick to death of everything. So the trees are going up, I'm having Christmas lights on. There's nothing better than getting up on a dark rainy morning to Christmas lights. actually it's Sunday afternoon now. I am just in my office about to pack up some wood slices, so I thought I'd just jump on and say hi. I've been really bad at showing you guys my order packing for my latest launch. There was just so much to do and so much stuff everywhere, and I felt quite overwhelmed and quite flustered. And I just didn't feel like picking up the camera or even trying to position it, and to be fair, there was no space for it anyway. It was just, I mean, everything was kind of like this, just stuff everywhere. So today I am packing up the wood slice orders that have now been varnished. One batch have gone out, the batch from the actual launch day itself has gone, and now I've got the batch that were after that, and then I've got a couple of others that have sort of dribbled in since then. So I'm going to do that. Got my mum's package behind me that I'm sending her. I'm sending my mum my, because my notebook sold out like within an hour or ish, an hour. I have got more coming. I think I might have mentioned that. I've ordered more to-do lists, which I may not have mentioned. My to-do list, I've got about 8 left, I think. I had 50, so they went super fast. Thank you so much. I ordered more of those, and I've also ordered more notebooks. I saved a notebook back for myself. I've now packaged that up and sending that to my mum because she really wanted to buy one and there wasn't any available. So I'm sending her a wood slice that she bought herself. So I'm sending her a couple of bits from the collection as well that I'd sort of put aside for myself, but I've got more coming. It's fine. I'm not, you know, not that precious over it. I'd rather she has it. And then, yeah, so I'm packing up wood slices. I've got a few bits to do around the house. We put up our Christmas tree yesterday. It's just like, you know, 2020, it's been a bit of a crappy year in terms of the virus and things, but the good news is we put the tree up, we just finished putting the tree up, and then the news announced that Biden won the election. I am about to embark on a bit of a mission. I am just about to try some product photography. I am notoriously frustrated with my camera. It's just, I love my camera. I use a G7X II. Mum and Dad got it for me not last Christmas, one before, for vlogging, and it's amazing for vlogging. However, it's got about 1 billion settings, and whilst it is amazing, it is not the fault of the camera, it is the fault of the user, and I have zero patience with technology. And I've just watched a YouTube video, so therefore I am now professional and can shoot anything. So that's what I'm going to do. I have a little note that I made myself from a video I watched on YouTube. So I'm going to set that up. I'm going to try and take some product photos for Instagram and for Etsy, and product videos for Etsy. That's what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. The last 2 days it's been cloud cover and even light. Day is bright sunshine, so that's a problem. However, if I do it at the other side of the house where there's no light, it's also a problem. So I'm just going to try and work around it. What could go wrong? Plenty. That is the answer to that, but we're going to give it a go. I don't have a tall tripod. I only have the little tripod that's attached to the camera right now that I can use. So I'm going to use that for certain close-ups, and then I'm just going to rely on my steady hand. I feel like it's seen out of Friends, isn't it, where Rachel goes, I've got a steady hand. That's me. I also have a walnut whip on top of my head, look. I'm looking wonderful today. It's either this or it's frizzy Monica Geller style hair because I had plaits in my hair yesterday. So, you know, it's the lesser of two evils, guys, really. Oh, I wanted to show you Gizmo's little wood slice. Let me turn you around. And here we go. There it is. Let's try and turn this down a little bit. There it is, look. Little Gizmo's wood slice. Love it. I'm sure she loves it too. She probably doesn't give a shit. Good morning guys, we are back on Monday again. I did not vlog much last week because I mostly did, I think the last talk to camera that I did was telling you guys I was about to do photography, and I had a bit of a week of it because I just lost my rag with photography and lost my patience completely, as usual. I am not patient with stuff like that at all, really not. But it's a new week, and so this week I've pretty much got through all of my orders that I had. There was a lot of them, which was brilliant. I don't know whether I said this to you on another clip or not, but basically This was the first time that I've sold a lot of products all in one go, and I've been that busy. When I've done things like my limited edition boxes, like my cat box that I did and my letter writing kit that I did, I had them all pre-packed. All I needed to do was pop your address on and a little tag in or whatever, but it was ready to go. Now obviously when I launched the wildflower collection, I didn't know how well that was going to do, and I couldn't pre-prepare anything, and also I had the wood slices too. Speaking of which, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wood slices left. Yeah, 8 out of 42 I think I did in the end, so that's amazing. The one that I love is still here. I had 2 favourites. One of them sold straight away and the other one is this one. If it'll focus for you guys, probably not because of the glare on the thing, but you get the gist. I love this one, it's one of my favourites. Yes, I have my wood slices, so when it came to the launch there was just a lot of stuff to do, and because of the way that I really like to decorate my parcels and envelopes and things like that, it took a long time, and I'm really trying to decide what the next step is for the business in terms of that, because what I get, other than people saying the products are lovely, which is great, the biggest amount of feedback that I get is on the way I parcel things up and the way that I decorate envelopes. So given that's really important to me, and obviously it's important to the customers, because I get feedback like people cut out the fronts of their envelopes and their parcels, and they keep them and they put them on their notice boards, or they put them in a special drawer and hold on to them because they love them so much. That is the stuff that means the world to me, and I don't want to stop doing that, but obviously it is only me, and so that when it comes to doing the envelope illustration, whilst some of the illustrations I've been doing, like if I can show you this one without actually showing you this girl's address. How am I going to do this? Let me find a post-it note. But although the illustrations aren't really complicated, they will obviously all add up in terms of like when I've got 40 orders or 50 orders or something. This is Lucy's. So you'll see that's the illustration that I've done, and it's not complicated, it's not a difficult illustration, but that's the sort of thing, that's a simplified version of what I would normally do, because often I would do flowers and things like that, and I don't want to stop doing that, but it does take a long time, so I've got to think a lot about that. And a couple of people said to me, why don't you get a stamp? But it kind of loses its, even though I can hand draw something for a stamp, because the one, if you guys have bought from me before, you'll know that on the back of my boxes I have my little Leaf Lane Studio logo. That's hand drawn at the top, and I had it made into a stamp, and that works great, but it's still, to me, it's not like, it's something about pouring that love into actually drawing on the box or on the envelope that I really like doing for someone, and I know that long term that can't be a thing for me until, if I've got a team of people that are working for me and either they're packing an order and I'm illustrating the envelopes, or I have someone who can do something similar, that, you know, I don't want to lose that. And I'm thinking about all of these things because that launch was the biggest one that I've had, and I plan on keeping it that way with launches, so we'll see what happens. Now I'm going to sort out the orders, and I'm trying to put together some ideas for, although my Christmas offering was very much my wood slices and my new stationery, what I really want to think about doing, just to kind of like boost sales a little bit in the next week or two, is to curate a couple of stationery boxes that I can offer as like limited edition, as well as having like pre-curated gift sets for like a £10 budget, a £20 budget, a £30 budget. I don't know whether I need to do either or of those, or whether I should just, my idea for the limited edition was to say, here's the box that I've curated for this week, and from Wednesday to Friday it's going to be available for £20, and then it will become like the product of the week kind of thing, and it will be wrapped up with a gift tag and can be posted directly to someone or whatever. I also need to confirm the last days of postage in the UK and internationally. I've got to do that as a priority, so I better get to work on that. And then I also need to catch up with myself this week with general things that I haven't been doing on the run up to my wildflower launch, which has been the Pinterest things, the blog post things, really getting ahead of myself with my social media content and stuff like that. There's a lot to do, especially when you do something on your own, but just need to get on. So first job, maybe I'll look at the postage, write down the postage dates, and then I need to sort out my website. I haven't got any of my new products on Etsy because I sold out. I've literally only got a couple of my wildflower to-do list left. I'm hoping that that delivery arrives soon of the restock. I can ready things like the stickers for those, I've got the packaging for those, and then I've also got my delivery of my notebooks coming. I'm hoping that they come really soon too, because I want to put them as part of that like limited edition stationery box. Yeah, I just need to get on, don't I? Guys, I just wanted to show you this which arrived today. It's from Little Pip Designs on Instagram. I'll link her Instagram below. This was from a second sale she did. You can see it's on like an offcut of material, but look at how beautiful this is. I think this cost like £4 or £5, and I'm gonna iron it out a little bit and have it, well, I'm gonna frame it, not have it framed, I'll frame it. But it's so pretty. I mean, look at the skill though, that's so neat. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. I absolutely adore it. So I'm gonna have this in a little frame somewhere in my office, because I'm just going to treasure it. It's gorgeous. I love buying from small businesses like Little Pip Designs, but also I love buying seconds or offcuts or little things that they don't want to sell, because I just feel like they've got a certain magic about them. And I just adore these guys. We get a lot of these in the garden, so it's just a nice little memory for me. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday I made quite the discovery in terms of something that I've been trying to work out on my website for so long. I don't know if you guys will remember in previous vlogs, I've always harped on about the fact that I've had my, when you go on my website, for example, if you're looking at my new wildflower collection, when you go onto my website, there's a section that's shop by collection, so you can click on wildflower and everything wildflower comes up. But then there's also sections like notepads, cards, prints, stickers, etc. So within each of those places I set it up so that I had product pages for the wildflower collection and product pages for notepad, stickers, blah 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 blah. So that meant that my inventory was split over 2 places. I knew after a while that was the wrong way of doing it, and it was very difficult to manage, because as a customer, if you go on and you click on notepads and something's sold out, you might not think to go to the shop by collections, because you would probably assume that across the entire site it was out of stock, which is logical. But yesterday I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I literally spent the entire day delving into YouTube videos and learning about the best way to sort out your inventory on Squarespace, and I finally worked it out. It's a lot of work. I've got to now to sit and go through everything online and basically create one product page and then use summary blocks to separate them out and link them. So it's I'm hoping to make big progress today. Now I'm sitting down fresh at my desk now to start. I started on some cards yesterday, but I think I've got it sussed. I'm doing it all backstage at the moment, so nothing will change if you go on my website, but hopefully by the time this comes out it'll be changed for me and nothing will look different to you, hopefully. So I feel really relieved that that's sorted out, because it's something that's been bugging me for a long time, and because I had my inventory across several places on my website and then on Etsy, it's a lot to manage when you're only ordering things like a small amount of cards or whatever. It's really hard to manage. So that's a relief. I'm going to crack on with that now. Obviously there's not going to be much to show you, but later on I am going to pack some orders, so I will try and remember to pick up the camera then. Hi guys, I'm just in the edit of this vlog. It's been a long time making this one because life has been so busy. I don't know how these vloggers actually manage to stay on top of picking up the camera. I genuinely just forget, and I know I say this every single time and it's really not good enough. One of my big goals for the new year is to really get better at regular vlog content, because I love it so much, but then I forget to pick up the camera at the most important times. But it's the 1st of December today. I think I started this vlog like mid-November, but I'm gonna just get it up for you now and then we'll pretend that didn't happen and we'll start afresh again. But thank you for watching, and thank you for always being here and putting up with my sporadic vlogs. I will get better. I say this every time, but I will. It's been the first year that I've really pushed myself to launch things properly and to just get everything out in a big way. So I think this has naturally fallen to the wayside because I haven't been used to doing it alongside doing other things. So I think as I get more used to the way that I'm running my business now, that hopefully I will get better at this. But I'm going to start a new vlog and I'm going to try and upload that in a week. You hear it here first. Let's edit.